What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Outerplane video. All right, guys. Today I want to talk about something that a lot of you guys are either already at or have not done yet, and I want to help you get through it. Now, I'm completely free to play, as you guys are aware. I have not spent a penny on this game, and I have been doing fairly well, I have to say. As you can see here, I got hours just recently from my Demi-Urge pull. I was so mad about that. I saw the single 3-star because I pulled the single Stella Demi-Urge, and I saw a 3-star pop up. I got so happy, but it wasn't her. It was Alice. So I'm not disappointed. At least I got a 3-star. But hell, it is very frustrating for that to happen. But I'm just showing you guys here, completely free to play. Nothing has been bought or used in this game at all. So what I want to do real quick though, guys, right now is go through a few things with you in terms of how to get yourself some 6-star gear and what 6-star gear is going to matter for quite some time. Okay, so first off, let's talk about what you want to do in terms of getting yourself some 6-star gear. Okay, so the place you want to do the most is going to be the challenges. And specifically, it's going to be getting yourself the ecology study speed gear right here. Okay, so this boss right here, the Chimera, I finished it. I'll show you the team I used. Okay, so you guys can kind of mimic it if you want to. And there's many ways to go about this, but this is the team I found the best to get it done. So if I go to team setup, this is the team here that I used to finish it. Now, when I did this, I was at 52 versus 90, and I got it done no problem. It took a little longer, obviously, because I was lower in strength at the time, but this is the team that you want to use. So Tio, Eternal, Valentine, and Noah. Okay, so this team here will destroy this fight, like utterly destroy it. So the way you want to set this up is you want to get everybody speed gear. Now the whole goal here, of course, is to get as much speed gear as possible. Now the next question you're going to probably ask yourself is, I'm not going to do the battle, just follow this setup, you guys will be fine. In terms of chain preview, this is what I did. Starter, finisher, she actually should be last, to be honest. She should be here. So it goes this, and this. And the reason why you do hers last is you want that CP up so you can do another chain combo again as soon as you possibly can. Chimera is a joke after that. It's fairly easy. And I had this power at 52 versus what it is now, which is 86, which will just completely destroy this. So I'm going to show you guys real quick what you want to aim for. Okay, so you can see here I've got 12 left out of this, but I've only got 57 stamina. So I'm going to sweep this. Okay, and here's what you want to get. Okay, so we have one green here, which is an accuracy one. We don't want that, so we want to get speed gear. Now, a lot of you guys are going to be aiming to get yourself legendary gear right away. That's the wrong way to approach it, okay? So the reason why I'm going to tell you this is because when you go to your actual items in your inventory, to get ahead, to finish chapter 10 hard, okay, and to finish all of hard mode and to be able to farm 6-star gear, you don't even need to get legendaries. You can see here, all my legendary gear here is actually not even leveled up at all or even reforged in any way, shape, or form. Look at them all. Like, they're all just sitting here. The reasoning behind that, guys, is because the blue gear here that you get, right, and specifically the green gear is going to take you as far as you need to go. Now, look at this gear right here, for example, right? This superior chest, I got 20 attack, 8 defense, 12 crit damage, and 40 attack. That 40 attack is a real bad stat to have, unfortunately, but everything else here is pretty damn good. The only thing that this could have done even better is if I had some more speed here, and this defense could have been crit, right? But green gear is going to be what's going to push you guys way further. Now look at this one just as an example. The crit chance is really low. The health is decent. It's middle, right? Because 12% is the highest you can get, I believe, in a roll. But effectiveness is 7.5%. So something like this would work really well. Now, what you want to do here is you want to get it to plus 10, of course, so you can take advantage of the full attack power and the 700. The beauty is you can also use breakthrough, right? If you have other swords here that you don't want to keep, you can also use them to break through if you don't have Glue Knight, and then this will increase the attack and the base attack, so attack percentage and base attack. So that's another way. That's another reason why green gear is so important. But furthermore, if you just go reforge here, you'll have to do 2 reforges to get something out of it, which will give you 4 more upgrades that you can use. But those 4 upgrades can be very useful to get yourself gear that'll help you complete most of the content in this game, including Skyforge Tower. Like, you can get green gear of 6-star quality and most of the time complete almost all of Skyforge Tower, if not all of it, yourself without much of a concern. So see here, look, I got, this is now 6% crit, 6% health, 10% effectiveness, and 10% resilience. Obviously, not the greatest, but something like that would work really well for a backup hero that you have. So for example, let's look at Eternal. Okay, let's look at her special gear, not her special gear, sorry, her regular gear. Where is that gear right here? So she currently has the one from her event. Okay, so you can see here it gives 30 health, 700 attack, crit chance is 4.6, crit damage is 12. She gets a little bit more speed, but quite honestly, that other item, that other sword there, if it wasn't for right over here, right, this if it wasn't for I'll finish it quickly, this sword that I just leveled up would have actually worked much better for her. So where's that sword? Where do we put it? Where do we put it? Right here. This actually would have worked better for her because the effectiveness is so important for a debuffer that it's almost silly not to have it on her. Now, the reason why it's not that bad is because I have this effectiveness steel necklace on here, so it kind of makes up for that issue, right? But if you go to someone, your backup, so for me, my backup is going to be her. It's Dolly. She's my backup debuffer, right? She was my main debuffer until I got Eternal. If I want to put gear on her, that's the set I would put on her. But look at this. She already has health, evasion, effectiveness, resilience, and health. Like this one here might actually not be as good as the one I have right here. So I may want to swap it over to that. But here's where the difference is, right? That health is huge for her because she's not really an attacker. So you want her to stay alive longer. So you might want to keep this one for the trade-off of 2.5 extra %. But again, finding yourself the proper units. Let me get this. Oh, I have to get her up one more time. Getting the proper gear on the proper units is going to be key. So it's very important, guys, to focus on getting yourself green gear and blue gear first. Don't worry about legendary. Now, a lot of you are going to ask, well, Payne, what do we do? How do we get legendary gear? What's the best way? Outside of using skip tickets and doing that, the best way is going to be crafting. But crafting is a lot of money and is a lot of RNG, and you need yourself some of these items I'm going to show you right now real quick. So let me go here. You can also buy it from here, by the way. So you see, but look at the amount of gold it costs, and it's complete RNG. Like, look, this one gives defense, crit damage, evasion, and health. Not the greatest stats here. So for effectiveness especially, it's not worth it. So you can always go here. You can always refresh as well, guys, to get yourself some 6-star legendary gear and see which, if you get lucky on some of these. But it is going to cost you diamonds right there, right, 10, and then it's also going to cost you a ton of gold. Like, these percentages are not very good either. I would avoid this one too. Like, see, none of those were really good, but you can find some gems in this actual supply module section. So take a look at it once in a while. It is definitely worth it. But where I was going with this in terms of getting yourself legendary gear is going to be from Kate's workshop. You're going to have to craft. Crafting is going to cost you a lot of money, and it's going to cost you a lot of resources. So you're going to have to do some farming here in order to get it done. Now, for the Chimera Tyrant Guardian, you can get yourself chest, gloves, and boots. Sorry, not Tyrant Guardian. Yeah, she's Tyrant Guardian. And yeah. And then for Dickrel and Meckrel, Glyces, and Meteos, you're going to need to farm this legendary gear here. As you can see here, I can actually make armor here or accessories or weapons. So you can do Chimera and that. Those are my two big suggestions, right? Here's how it works. You click here, you're going to have an item here that's going to be called Legendary Abrasive, I believe, or something like that. You have to use it. It'll increase your chance to create these to 17%. Okay? But as you can see here, crafting-wise, it's 147,000 with a low % chance to get yourself a legendary. So for the most of the times, I do the Epic Abrasives and go with the blue. So let's just try this out here. I'll do an accessory. We'll do this one here, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So this is 210,000 to craft myself a 5% chance at a legendary, a 51% chance at a blue, 12% chance at the green, or 32% chance at a yellow, white. But it can be any of these right here, right? That's the problem. So if you're looking for a specific class, remember each class is going to be different based on the boss that you fight. So the ones I usually use is this one here. So let's go ahead and craft, and you guys can kind of see if I get a chance at a legendary or a blue or a white. There you go. So that's a white. See, it's an evasion and a crit. I don't want that. So what I'll end up doing is I'll probably dismantle it, because when you get these here, guys, you can also transform them into green ones. Keep that in mind. I'll show you how to do that in a second. So to try again here, you can see here how I'm running out of gold very often because I'm always crafting and I'm always trying to get better gear. There's another white one. So do that again. I'll sell this one this time. Oh, see, sorry. I meant to do this. There we go. Try again. Look, another white one. See, it's not looking good. And I'm already one more time and I'm out of gold already. And everything in this game costs gold, right? So very important. Evasion. Oh, look at that. Crit damage is high and attack is high. So that's actually not bad. Evasion, unfortunately, not the greatest, but I'll hold on to this because you never know what that crit damage, what I might do with it, right? So there you guys have it. That's what you end up doing in order to get yourself better gear, especially legendary gear. That's where you're going to earn it most of the time. Because if you look at, let me go back here. If you look at your inventory and look at the consumables, not consumables, sorry, material, right over, wait, where is it? Sorry guys, I'm trying to look for, yeah, it is material. Where is it? There it is. See these right here? If you combine them, you can make yourself more green ones, right? So you can just go ahead and use all this and make them into greens, because you're never going to really do the yellows. There you go. I gave you 116 there. Those greens can also be combined to make blues. Blues can be combined to make legendary ones, okay? So make sure you're dismantling your gear, not selling your gear in order to get these. These are very important to reforge your gear, and then eventually you'll break through with copies of them. Don't sell your gear also. If you find the same 6-star weapons, reforge them into something rather than selling them and getting nothing for it, okay? So guys, green star gear is going to be your best friend for quite some time. So do not worry about getting yourself blues that often and getting yourself legendaries that often. The greens are more than enough at 6 stars if you reforge them correctly and get the proper stats to push you through to the end game right now that's out. Now, as new content drops, obviously this will change, but it's not the end of the world for the time being, because green gear is exactly what you'll need, and it's easier and way more cost effective and less time consuming to get that. If you're gonna look for legendary, craft it, because all my stuff was crafted here. All my regular gear was crafted. All of this was crafted here, okay? And the problem is with crafting these kind of gear, your stats aren't going to be what you want sometimes, so it's a crapshoot. It's going to cost a lot of money and a lot of time, so you're better off blue. You're better off mostly green for the time being. All right, guys, this is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.